Hey everyone, and welcome to part 23. My first objective is obviously to win at the fire tournament. Check my moves first, yeah, that should be good. Several medals are from the tournaments, and because you get one for winning at grades D, C, B, A, and S, because they're all like one category. And then there's like various other categories with all these other like tournaments, like this one that we're entering now, like the fire tournament, and yeah, and obviously by seeing as we can enter this one, we might as well be part of it, and that's what we're doing. Just gonna need to wait about 20 seconds or so, and then we're ready to enter. Now with my stats, I would imagine that I'm gonna win, but let's not take anything for granted. It's not just about winning, but there is an annoying thing that occurs a lot where the game freezes immediately after a tournament, which is kind of annoying, and hopefully I'm not going to encounter this. No point using the restaurant anymore. Don't need it. I want to see nothing but Ugumons as the opponents. I'm against Miramon. Yeah, most of them are champions. Greymon, Garudamon, Monochromon, Centauramon, Bergamon, Ugumon. Obviously, I mean, Miramon, his stats are quite good, admittedly. But they're not as good as mine. Well, that was nice and easy. Probably want Greymon to win this battle. Greymon. Yeah, probably want Centauramon to win. Good. Obviously I want Agumon to win, but it's probably not going to happen. Surprise, surprise. What sort of stats has Garudamon got? Not brilliant. Oh, it's got to be the easiest battle so far. Centauramon, please. Well, last time I met Bergamon was at his nest when I learned Prominence Beam. Now we meet in the tournament. How nice. Okay, well I've won. That's the case, I hope the game doesn't freeze. Ah, good. Okay, 8,000 bits and a fireball. Now to look at potential future tournaments. I'm not entirely sure what it means by versions. So, I read online, apparently it's to do with what sort of finish you've got or something, but I'm not quite sure like what makes a Digimon version 1 or whatever. So I think that's basically Digimon who have battle as a nature, which Digitamamon does not. I could enter in the A tournament, however, I don't think I'm going to have Digitamamon for much longer. In a previous part I said that I was going to try and learn reverse program from the Tekkamon in Greylord's Mansion and do it with Vadermon. And I said something a bit dumb. I said that Vadermon can't enter Greylord's Mansion. Well, I was wrong. For some reason, I thought that Vadermon couldn't enter Greylord's Mansion, and my plan was to digivolve to Sukamon, have a ray gun on me, enter Greylord's Mansion with Sukamon, because I know Sukamon can enter Greylord's Mansion, and then while in there, feed him a ray gun, make him digivolve to Vadermon, stay in there, then battle Tekkamon. But I've realised that Vadermon can naturally enter Greylord's Mansion, so there's no need for that. So I probably looked like a bit of an idiot when I said that Vadermon can't enter Greylord's Mansion, because obviously that's not true. I for some reason thought it was the case. So Fireball makes Digivolve to Miramon. I've got the ray gun. Basically, here's the plan. I do want Vadermon next, so that I can learn all the machine techniques and see the Factorial Town and all of that stuff, because Vadermon can learn every machine type and has machine as his first nature. So, and I'm one care mistake away from Sukamon, so my plan is let Digitamamon have the care mistake, digivolve to Sukamon, then digivolve to Vadermon. And I've saved for a reason, because when you digivolve to Sukamon, your stats halve. However, if you're really, really, really quick, I think there's a way in which you can stop your stats from halving. That's why I've saved, because I'm going to try and stop the stats from halving. If it is possible, that is. You know, seeing as we have a track record of taking shits outside people's houses, might as well come outside, just so we can do it here, just outside of Gigimon's house, just to keep to tradition, you know? Now we're Digimogen. Okay, if you're really quick, mash the menu button. So you go into the menu where you have like your items and stats and everything. I think there is something we can do here. Just mash the menu button. Okay, didn't work. Okay, for some reason I thought that if you repeatedly mash the menu button, it is possible to go into the menu before their stats halve, then feed them a Digivolution item, and basically then they Digivolve and then their stats never halved. I do wonder if I should, seeing as I have Sukamon, I do wonder if I should try learning the filth techniques. I mean, his stats are good for who he is, but I don't want to naturally Digivolve to Etamon. I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to try again just to see if I can do it without the stats halving, and if I fail, then I will just Digivolve to Vaidamon. I think Sukamon's techniques can wait. Alternatively, I could just do the Digitabamon trick again. I mean, I've got a fair bit of money left over since I did it the first time. I'll try again. Okay, I've come to the conclusion that it's probably not going to work, and I probably was imagining stuff. Not to worry, let's just get Vaidamon. I'm not going to bother with Sukamon and his techniques just yet. I'm going to get him again at some stage. I'm just going to worry more about Vaidamon at the moment. Now, I believe Vaidamon at the moment only has Metal Splinter. That's correct. But capable of learning every machine move. Before I go to Greylord's mansion, I'd like to go to Factorial Town and learn a better machine move. Because Metal Splinter's not that great. I have a 40% chance of learning Power Crane, which is a bit better. I have a 25% chance of learning full power from one of the Drimogemons, and off the top of my head I can't remember my odds on learning Orange Beam, but Orange Beam is another technique that can be learnt from the Dragomons. The Dragomon who says about remodeling, you can learn. Basically, it is possible to get into a battle with him if you approach one of the other Dragomons with him in sight. Sometimes he'll battle as well. He uses full power, so you can learn full power from him. He also uses Orange Beam, as does the other Dragomons in the room with him. And then the Dragomons in this area here use Power Crane. Now, I'm not sure how much time I've got left with the Digi-Seabasses, but in case the Digivolutions undid it, I'm just going to feed one now. Yeah, I'll begin with Power Crane. This Gardromon here uses Power Crane. The ones in the room who say about remodeling, the one who says about remodeling uses full power as well as Orange Beam. The others in there use Orange Beam. Now, chances are I'm gonna, after this battle, have my brains reach 500, and then I'll have the enabled technique, whatever it's called. And I'm sure that when you get a new brain command, you can't learn a new technique, so I'm probably not going to learn Power Crane. Well, definitely not going to learn Power Crane, if I'm right in what I just said. There it is anyway. Okay, now I can try and focus on Power Crane. Metal Splinter already, Power Crane gonna learn, Full Power hopefully gonna learn, Orange Beam hopefully gonna learn, 4 machine moves. There it is, I can now learn it. Yeah, the Gardromons in here have less HP as well. Some of the other Gardromons have more HP than the ones here do. That's another reason why it's a good idea to learn Power Crane from these ones. I might be remembering wrong, but I don't think the Gardromons in the room, about the ones who I'm hoping to learn Orange Beam and Full Power from, I don't think they use Power Crane. I'm pretty sure they use Orange Beam, Prominence Beam, and Megaton Punch. And the other uses Full Power, Orange Beam, and then either Megaton Punch or Prominence Beam. Oh, learned it. Having Machine as Vaidamon's first nature, I had a 40% chance, but the Guardromons also have Machine as their first nature, and that increases the probability. So perhaps that's why I learnt it immediately. It's a bit more powerful and costs less MP. I know I'm going to be facing numerous Guardromons, so it would probably be smarter to have Metal Splinter because it attacks every enemy, but I'm going to stick with Power Crane because as soon as they're the same type as me, chances are a lot of them are going to run away and not battle. So I may only be against one opponent anyway. Not only that, but with All Range Beam, they're going to kill themselves quite quickly. Well, kill themselves and each other. So I really want the third Guardromon to join the battle. I do not want him to run away. This one over here, I really want him to be part of the battle. Good, all of them are. I want to see lots of all range beams and full powers. Well, just one actually, one of each would be nice. Ah, good, all range beam, nice and early on. I don't think the one who's still alive is the one who does full power, so I'm definitely not going to be learning that this time. I imagine my chances of learning full or range beam would probably be about 15%, because it's one of the much better techniques. Obviously the better techniques have worse probabilities of learning them, so I'd say 10, 15, 20%, something like that. Just feed another sea bass just to be safe. And they're all fighting again, which is good. I do need to be careful though, because sea basses can make you sick. So I do need to be careful with that. Ah, good. Full power's been used nice and early on. And or range beam. Both techniques were used. Come on. At least they're all participating at the moment. I was under the impression that when they're the same type as you, they get reluctant to battle. Well, they're machine, I'm machine, so I'm not sure why all of them are battling every time, but I'm not complaining. don't want to attack until full power is used. That Drimogemon is the one who uses full power. I do not want to defeat him. I want him to use full power. So I'm just gonna sit back until he uses it, if he uses it. Good. Yeah, or range beam.